Hi friends, today we're going to continue talking about multiplying polynomials, but multiplying polynomials that have more terms than the ones we are already working on. Here it says, how can you use a table? We're not going to use a table, we're just going to multiply. So we have 3x plus 4 times x squared plus 2x, and I'm going to say plus negative 1. So again, we multiply everything in the first by everything in the second. So we have to do 3x times x squared plus 3x times 2x plus 3x times negative 1. And then when I multiply everything by 4, so plus 4 times x squared plus 4 times 2x plus 4 times negative 1. And then simplifying, 3x times x squared is 3x to the third. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. And 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. And then simplifying in the pink, 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And then combining like terms here, I have nothing to combine with my 3x to the third, so that stays as is. As far as x squareds go, we have 6x squared and 4x squared, which is 10x squared. We have negative 3x and positive 8x, which is 5x. And then we still have our negative 4. So 3x squared, 3x cubed. There we go. 3x to the third plus 10x squared plus 5x minus 4, or you could say plus negative 4. All right, let's look at another one. I'm going to change these to plus negative before I do anything else. And then again, I'm going to multiply everything in the first set of parentheses by everything in the second set of parentheses. So first I'll multiply everything by 2x. 2x times negative 3x squared plus 2x times 4x plus 2x times negative 7. And now I need to multiply everything by negative 5. So negative 5 times negative 3x squared plus negative 5 times 4x plus negative 5 times negative 7. Let me make this a little smaller here. And then simplifying, 2x times negative 3x squared is negative 6x to the third. 2x times 4x is 8x squared. 2x times negative 7 is negative 4x. And then in the purple, negative 5 times negative 3x squared is positive 15x squared. Negative 5 times 4x is negative 20x. And negative 5 times negative 7 is positive 35. Looking at our like terms here, we have 8x squared and 15x squared as like terms. We also have negative 14x and negative 20x as like terms. So our final answer, negative 6x to the third plus 23x squared plus negative 34x plus 35. And again, I got that 23x squared by combining those like terms, and negative 34x by combining those like terms. Let's look at another one. Change this to plus negative 4. So I have negative 3x squared times 2x squared plus negative 3x squared times 3x plus negative 3x squared times negative 4. And now we have to do the second one, so we have to multiply everything by 1. So plus 1 times 2x squared plus 1 times 3x plus 1 times negative 4. Simplifying, negative 3x squared times 2x squared is negative 6x to the 4th plus negative 3x squared times 3x is negative 9x to the 3rd power plus negative 3x squared times negative 4 is positive 12x squared. Now simplifying the pink, everything's being multiplied by 1. So we have 2x squared, 3x, and negative 4. Combining our like terms, 12x squared and 2x squared are our only like terms. So writing it in standard form, negative 6x to the 4th plus negative 9x to the 3rd plus 14x to the 2nd plus 3x plus negative 4. Let's look at a word problem here. A smartphone has a screen that has a width of x and a height that is 1.8 times the width. So 1.8 times x. The outer dimensions of the phone are shown. Write an expression for the portion of the phone that is not occupied by the screen. Assume the phone is rectangular. So we're going to do 1.8x plus 3 times x plus 1. This is for the outer part. The inner part then. For the inner, let's see what color I can use here. We can see. For the inner part, this is x. So the screen part, and this is 1.8. So the inner then is just 1.8 times x, which is 1.8x. The outer then, if I look back at the expression up top, I'm going to do 1.8x times x plus 1.8x times 1 plus 3 times x plus 3 times 1. Simplifying then, I get 1.8x squared plus 1.8x plus 3x plus 3. Combining like terms, 1.8x and 3x gives us 1.8x squared plus 4.8x plus 3. So again, that's the outer. And to find our final answer, we need to do outer subtract inner. Oh, too many n's. So 1.8x squared plus 4.8x plus 3. Take away the inner, which is 1.8x. So our final answer then, we'll change this to plus negative. Our like terms here, 4.8x and 1.8x. So simplifying, I get 1.8x squared plus 3x plus 3 centimeters squared, because it's area. area is always squared. So again, I found the dimensions of the outer, I found the dimensions of the inner, and then I subtracted those. What we actually found here is this area. Oh, we can't see that. This area, still can't see it. Let's find a color we can see. None of these are working. We found the black area of the phone. How about that? All right. John is placing cement tiles for a patio in a rectangle surrounding a rectangular fire pit. So we have a fire pit. And then there's a patio surrounding the fire pit. So imagine it looks kind of like that. So this is our fire pit. And then all the way around, this is our patio. It's saying the fire pit has a width of x and a length that is 4 times the width, so that would be 4x. The entire patio is 9 feet wider, so x plus 9, and 20 feet longer, so 4x plus 20. And we want to know what the area of this green part is. So again, we're going to do outer minus inner. Let's find the outer first. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. X plus 9 times 4x plus 20. And then multiplying here, we have to do x times 4x plus x times 20 plus 9 times 4x plus 9 times 20. Continuing to simplify, 4x squared plus 20x plus 36x plus 180. We have like terms here of 20x and 36x. So we have 4x squared plus 56x plus 180. So that's our outer. Our inner is a lot easier. For inner, it's just x times 4x. So our inner then is 4x squared. And now we're going to do outer minus inner. So outer 4x squared plus 56x plus 180. Take away the inner is 4x squared. So we'll do plus negative 4x squared. And when I look at my like terms here, 4x squared and negative 4x squared cancel each other out. So our final answer then is just 56x plus 180 in its area, so feet squared. All right, if you want to know how to do this using the area model instead of using the distributive property, then you can watch the other video.